Hello, and thanks for joining us. Welcome to the 2021 SASEE Awards. My name is Brian Bice, and I'll be your host. SASEE is an acronym for Service Above Self, Educational Excellence. As the name implies, the awards are to honor local citizens, educators, and students who've gone above and beyond the call of duty to support education in Lake Oswego. We're coming to you today from the beautiful new Lakeridge Middle School on Jean Road, and we hope you enjoy the tour. The SASEE Awards are presented annually by the Rotary Club of Lake Oswego with the support and encouragement of our president, Nell Diamond. The SASEE Awards were created 5 years ago by our founders, Eric Allenbaugh and Malcolm Mathis. Anyone can nominate a potential recipient for a SASEE Award. The nominations are all reviewed by an independent panel of judges, and they decide who our honorees will be. We have a unique prize structure for the awards, which we call Paying It Forward. Student and educator recipients all get $1,000, which they donate to the nonprofit project, school, or charity of their choice. Citizen recipients have a Rotary scholarship named after them, awarded to a graduating senior from Lake Oswego to help pay for college. In shifting from a live to a video format this year, our funding system has changed. And as a result, this year we're more grateful than ever to our sponsors, many of whom have been with us from the very beginning 5 years ago. I particularly want to thank our event sponsor, Andrew and Teresa Nowak, and the TAN Charitable Trust, for making their contribution again this year. We have 4 distinguished sponsors whose generosity and support goes without saying. Along with the Rotary Club of Lake Oswego, our distinguished sponsors include Oswegan Apartment Homes and the Stafford and the Pearl at Cruz Way. We're grateful to the featured sponsors, a group consisting of generous individuals and corporations. We're proud to have Buckley Law and Vantage Mortgage supporting this event. The same goes for our consistent and generous individual supporters, Malcolm and Linda Mathis, Paul and Terry Graham, as well as Don Nussmeyer. We also extend our gratitude to the supporters at the contributing sponsors level. With these individuals and corporations, we're able to produce this event on video. Finally, we want to thank our SASEE friends for their financial and in-kind support. Thank you to all of you so very, very much. To get us started, we turn to our school superintendent. She's also a member of the SASEE Steering Committee, helping us to put these festivities together. Please join me in welcoming the superintendent of the Lake Oswego School District, Dr. Lora de la Cruz.
How wonderful that we can come together in this way to recognize and celebrate those among us who go above and beyond for others. The SASEE Awards ceremony last year was the last community event that many of us attended before all of our lives changed dramatically for more than a year now. How fitting that our last gathering was all about recognition and excellence on behalf of children and schools. Throughout this year, we've learned so many lessons. One enduring lesson of this time has been the indisputable value of relationships, connection, eye contact, meaning, and purpose. Another is that we are truly all interconnected and interdependent. No one does anything alone. We have all relied on each other in more ways than ever this year. During this year, so many have worked so hard to contribute, help, and support as we've navigated the uncharted territory of school during a pandemic with especially complicated factors influencing the educational landscape globally, nationally, and here in LOSD. During what has been arguably the most challenging, difficult, and complex school years in modern times, teachers, staff, students, parents, school board members, district staff, school leaders, everyone has had to learn new skills, support in new ways, and try new things, take risks, and be outside their comfort zone much of the time. And every single one of them deserves accolades, recognition, and thanks. So more than a year later, here we are coming together for just that. This year, we've been forced to reimagine just about everything about education, and we've all had to constantly adapt to rapidly changing variables. Moving forward, and because of the very fact that we are interconnected and interdependent, as I said before, my aim is to focus on healing and progress. So how fitting that we're coming together to be inspired by each other as we amplify ways that our SASEE recipients have inspired hearts and minds. We're all familiar, I'm sure, with the butterfly effect, whereby the flapping of a butterfly's wings might influence the weather patterns on the other side of the world. Small actions can have big consequences, and this can produce a chain reaction, like a ripple that becomes a wave. And that is the very reason we're here, recognizing the small and big actions taken by very caring people whose actions create ripples of positivity and hope in our district and in our community. I'm so pleased and honored to be here with you all as we offer recognition and gratitude to the educators, community members, and students who, despite this incredibly challenging year, have gone above and beyond to make a positive impact with the Service Above Self Excellence in Education Awards.
Thank you, Laura. Our first group of recipients consists of local citizens who have volunteered in the community to help students and teachers to make the most of their educational opportunities. To present the SASEE Award to these three local leaders, we've called upon a Citizen SASEE recipient from last year, Becky Owens. Becky worked closely with another Lake Oswego mom, Cindy Spear, for more than 10 years to support the Student Services Parent Advisory Committee, the group that connects special needs families in Lake Oswego with resources, events, and each other to benefit students. She's graciously returned to be with us today and to introduce the 2021 Citizen SASEE Award recipients. We're proud to welcome Becky Owens.
Thank you, Brian. Our first Citizen SASEE Award is presented to Sarah Pocklington. As many of you know, Sarah currently serves as the chair of the Lake Oswego School Board. Time and again, she has demonstrated her commitment to the educational needs of the students and families in Lake Oswego. One of Sarah's strengths is her ability to listen and truly hear the input and opinions of every stakeholder in the district, and she uses all of that input to inform her decisions on the board. Sarah is an advocate for all students, with particular attention to students who experience disabilities. It has long been her opinion that Lake Oswego cannot be the best school district in the state with the best educational outcomes if that is not true for each and every student, especially those who are most marginalized. She sees student learning differences as a variability rather than a disability. Sarah also led the board in the critical work of crafting the district's current strategic plan that determines the priorities of the district. Finally, during this past year, Sarah demonstrated an ongoing commitment to supporting the superintendent and indeed the entire district staff in adapting teaching and learning processes as the pandemic forced change after change to our normal systems. I am honored and truly privileged to present this Citizen SASEE Award to my dear friend, Sarah Pocklington. Congratulations.
I'm so honored to accept this SASEE Award. It's truly been a privilege to serve on the school board alongside so many dedicated people and on behalf of each and every one of our students. I'd like to thank the Lake Oswego Rotary Club for recognizing me and the work that they do to encourage community service and engagement. In the last 4 years, I've been inspired by so many individuals in our community who have advocated for greater equity in our schools. I'm humbled by those who have spent countless hours volunteering their time to make the system better, not just for their own kids, but for all of our kids and generations to come. While there are too many of these people to name, I do want to highlight a few. Monica McGee, Michelle Barnett, Becky Owens, Cindy Spear, Julie Watson, Kathy Lloyd, and Willie Poinsett. Each of you has motivated me and challenged me to know and do better. Thank you for allowing me to be part of the journey toward a future in which every student has what they need to achieve their full potential in our schools and in life.
Our next Citizen SASEE Award is presented to Dorothy Atwood. In 2013, Dorothy Atwood was the co-founder of the Lake Oswego Sustainability Network. As the co-chair of the organization's School and Education Action Team, her goal is helping to implement sustainability practices in the schools and curriculum. One key to her success has been her ability to merge advocacy with action. She doesn't just talk about the importance of sustainability, she makes change happen in our school district and in the community. When the pandemic forced schools to move learning out of the classroom, she found ways to adapt her message of action to a virtual format. As an indication of her commitment to community service, Dorothy also serves as a member of the board of directors of the Hunger Fighters Food Pantry. These are some of the reasons why the city of Lake Oswego recognized her as an unsung hero in 2019. Beyond a doubt, the Citizen SASEE Award is richly deserved by Dorothy Atwood.
Thank you. It's an honor to be selected as a SASEE Award recipient. Our schools in Lake Oswego are at the heart of our community, and I'm passionate about sustainability. I feel fortunate that my career in sustainability has given me the tools to support the school district's journey to become more sustainable. I appreciate the recognition. However, no, I'm just one of many parents and community members who are part of the Lake Oswego Sustainability Network that have been working to incorporate sustainability into our schools, leadership, curriculum, and facilities. It truly takes a village. I'm grateful to be able to give back to our schools. Thank you, Rotary, for funding this award to support our students and our schools.
Next Citizen SASEE Award goes to Willie Poinsett, who co-founded Respond to Racism in an effort to educate and empower Lake Oswego residents and institutions with the tools to combat racism in all of its forms. She serves on the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Access Committees and the Black Lives Matter committees for the school district. As a retired Portland public school principal, she uses her experience and knowledge to mentor and support students, parents, and staff in fighting racism in our community. She received the 2019 Leader of the Year Award from the Lake Oswego Chamber of Commerce for her important work in this area. As Christine Thomas said in her nomination, quote, "Willie Poinsett has done more for the citizens of Lake Oswego and Oregon than can be measured. She exemplifies all that the SASEE Award stands for," end quote. So it is altogether fitting that the 2021 Citizen SASEE Award is presented to Willie Poinsett.
Thank you to the Lake Oswego Rotary Club for honoring me as a SASEE Award recipient for my work as a leader with Respond to Racism in LO. Thanks to Dr. Consuelo Romansky and to Kathy Lloyd for nominating me. Thanks also to my husband, Bruce, and to my son, Bruce A. Poinsett, for their ongoing love and support for me and my work. As a community organizer, focused on racial and social justice, it is an honor to serve the city of Lake Oswego and work with others who are interested in dismantling systemic racism. Thank you.
Thank you, Willie. In addition to our Citizen Award recipients, we'd also like to salute the finalists in the category. Our congratulations and thanks to Heather Chrisman, Michael Bacchus, Selena Jones, and Angelica Stambuck. Thank you for all you have done and are doing to support education in our community. The next awards are presented to our student recipients. Here to do the honors is Claire Sarnowski, who was a Student SASEE recipient in 2018. At that time, Claire was honored for her charitable fundraising and extensive mentoring of younger students. Since then, Claire has further distinguished herself with her successful efforts to make certain that Holocaust studies are included within the curriculum in high school history classes. She's now a junior at Lakeridge High, and we're delighted she's able to be a part of our awards this year. Here is Claire Sarnowski.
Thanks, Brian. Our first student recipient is Jada Badian, who lives in Lake Oswego and has been a student for the past 4 years at Stanford Online High School, a private independent school located at Stanford University. She spent several years training as a professional ballerina at the Sultanov Russian Ballet Company. But when the pandemic hit, she shifted her focus to creating a monthly series of online talks for young people. Jada produces a series, Inspiring Talks for Aspiring Youth, which she hosts in real time, then posts to YouTube. Jada initiated the speaker series because she saw a need among her peers for inspiration and guidance through the unique challenges of adolescence. She is deeply concerned about the increasing rates of depression and suicide in young people and thought this could help. Her primary audience is classmates at her high school, but the series is open to all. From the start, it has been Jada's organizational, communication, and management skills that have created and sustained the series. She contacts the speakers, coordinates and schedules the talks, promotes the talks online, records and edits the videos, and posts them on her YouTube channel. The series has no budget and there is no money to be made in this. It is Jada's labor of love for her broader community. On the day when we recorded the SASEE Awards, Jada was working as an intern in Santa Cruz, California. Happily, she volunteered to record and send us her acceptance speech. Here it is now.
Hi, I'm Jada, and I think it's really cool how the Rotary of Lake Oswego has decided to both support and acknowledge service within the community. It's also super inspiring to see fellow youth take initiative to build stronger and more coherent communities, as well as fight the complacency that society has expected from us. Living my life through service is one of the most important things for me, and receiving this award has just shown me how much more potential there is to expand these efforts. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'm super honored to have received this award.
SASEE recipient Serena Lum has put her communication skills to work on behalf of the students at Lake Oswego High School. She has been both a staff member and the editor of Lakeviews, the student newspaper. Separately, after watching and participating in the Black Lives Matter protest last spring, she also relaunched a 54-page e-magazine called Color. She knew that color had existed in the past and decided to revive it to give students of color a means to tell their stories and share their experiences. She reached out to adult editors to help with the publication and wrote deeply personal essays about her own experiences in Lake Oswego. To quote one of her nominators, "If it were not for Serena's leadership, I don't think the project would have gotten off the ground." Serena also founded the group Students for Anti-Racist Curriculum as a means of bringing more information about diversity to classes at school. Through this dedication to equity, as well as her work with both Color and the school newspaper, she advocates on events that affect her peers and uses her journalism to fight for voices that are often underserved. Serena has created a legacy that will continue after she graduates. We are proud to congratulate SASEE Student Award recipient Serena Lum.
I'm so honored to be a recipient of this year's SASEE Award. As co-editor of the zine Color, which acts to share important stories and uplift marginalized groups, I want to thank Barbara Chen and Cameron Azuka. As Color was a labor of love for all of us, we have decided to contribute to the Equal Justice Initiative, with goals of ending mass incarceration, challenging racial and economic injustice, and protecting the most vulnerable in society. We believe in this charity and the work that they do. It is a privilege for our mission to be amplified, and I want to thank the Rotary Club for this recognition.
Ella Fuentes and Jesse Chow co-founded a nonprofit business in 2019 at the end of their freshman year at Lake Oswego High School. Their business is called I Love Lake Oswego Clothing Closet. They started the business to serve students from low-income families. They knew that students need appropriate clothes for school in order to feel confident and to be able to focus on learning. They also knew that good clothing is expensive. While their initial focus was on students, the clothing closet has now expanded to serve anyone in need, and in doing so, it now helps more than 500 people on an ongoing basis. As you might expect, the I Love Lake Oswego clothing closet has encountered many unexpected challenges due to the pandemic. Over the course of the past year, Ella and Jesse have figured out ways to continue to work with donors and serve their patrons while always assuring their safety. When it became clear that their business was going to be a success, Ella and Jesse created a junior board of directors to help to assure continuity after the founders leave for college. At that time, the junior board members will transition into managing the business. Each junior high board member has been assigned a high school student who will teach them how to run the clothing closet. This process has empowered the high school board members to be mentors and a good example to the next generation of management. What started as a simple idea has resulted in an important community service in Lake Oswego, and it's the reason that Ella Fuentes and Jesse Chow are the latest recipients of the 2021 SASEE Student Award.
We are thrilled and deeply humbled to be receiving this year's Service Above Self Educational Excellence Student Award. We are honored to have our work in I Love Lake Oswego Clothing Closet be recognized in this way.
ILLO is not something we could have accomplished on our own, and there are many other people who deserve to share this recognition. We would like to thank our awesome student board of directors who have dedicated hours of their time in helping run and organize the closet.
We would also like to thank the amazing moms who make up our adult board: Leslie Fuentes, June Sung, Marcel Buck, and Ashley Masog. Without the help of these amazing women, ILLO wouldn't be the organization it is today. Their brilliant minds, support, dedication, and contributions to this organization have helped our community tremendously.
Additionally, we would like to thank the LO School District, the community, and the Closet's volunteers for their amazing support. Finally, thank you to the LO Rotary Club for offering recognition to students like us. We hope that our work can serve as an inspiration for future students.
We will continue our efforts to strive for equity in our community and look forward to bringing about positive changes.
Thank you again for the recognition. We are truly humbled.
Thank you, ladies, and congratulations again on your SASEE Award. In addition to our Student Award recipients, our congratulations and thanks to the finalists in the category. This year's student finalists are Clara Watson, Hope Williams, and George and Henri Donzelo. Our final awards are in the Educator category. Once again, we're fortunate to have a past SASEE recipient with us to introduce these remarkable educators. Aletia Cochran earned her SASEE Award in 2019. She's a teacher at LO Junior High, where she's in charge of the Speech and Debate Club. She also serves on the board of Hunger Fighters Oregon and on LOJ's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. We're grateful to her for her service and for joining us today to introduce the 2021 Educator Award recipients.
For 31 years, Dr. Karen Hoppus has been teaching AP United States History at Lakeridge High School. The class is a 2-year dual enrollment course with Portland State University, where students can gain valuable college credit for the university-level projects, discussions, and research papers they complete. Last June, at the end of the 2020 school year, the juniors in AP U.S. History were aware Dr. Hoppus's impending retirement, but were assured that the class would continue into their senior year with the same opportunity of obtaining college credit. When the new school year began in September, the teacher who was to take over the class encountered problems and left the faculty. When Dr. Hoppus became aware of this, she decided to postpone her retirement to finish off this last year of AP U.S. History for the class of 2021 seniors. In doing so, she fulfilled their PSU credit and completed their U.S. History course. This is a remarkable indication of how much Dr. Hoppus cares about her students' education and a vivid example of why Dr. Karen Hoppus has been selected as a recipient for the 2021 SASEE Educator Award.
Thank you for this honor. But no honor of this stature can be the work solely because of one person. I learned early in my career that you want to teach someone anything, you have to first truly care about them a great deal. Caring leads to building community through humor, through sincerity, through personal concern for students. Educational excellence is found in classrooms where communities are built, where everyone in the room puts service above self. And we see that in how we treat each other and how we support each other and how we believe in each other. Teaching is an intense endeavor and its product intangible. Often our real accomplishment flies beneath the radar. There are many great teachers pouring out their hearts and minds to students, helping to build an excellent school community, many of them without winning awards. So this honor is for all teachers because it recognizes that good teaching is indeed valued and that what we do, even when it sometimes flies beneath the radar, matters a great deal. Thank you.
Kathy Lloyd is an Access teacher at Lake Grove Elementary School. Access is a support system for students with high-functioning autism. She is also a major supporter of the Oregon Battle of the Books, a statewide competition that helps to engender a love of reading and an ability to work as a team. For 5 months out of each school year, she spends time after school and during lunch hours leading team-building sessions and setting up practice battles among teams. In a remarkable combination of both of these disciplines, she's worked to make the Battle of the Books accessible to all students by having her Access students become members on different teams. In doing all of this, she's created a positive learning environment that has impacted the Access students and the entire school population. Additionally, Kathy is also a tireless campaigner for diversity, equity, and inclusion in the Lake Oswego School District and beyond. She has been a member of the district's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Committee since its inception. In her work with the committee, she advocates for the rights of all students, reminding us to include the differently abled, neuroatypical, and LGBTQ community. She is also on the board of LO for Love and a facilitator for Respond to Racism. At a time like this, when diversity, equity, and inclusion is at the forefront of our district's agenda, Kathy supports and advocates for students, parents, and staff members. Through her work, she's earned the 2021 SASEE Educator Award.
It is such an honor to be recognized by the Lake Oswego Rotary Club as a 2021 SASEE Educator Award recipient. I'm incredibly lucky to be working and volunteering with such amazing people in our school district and community, and have so many people to thank for this honor. First, thank you Jen Burson, Gloria Chang, Susan Fowler, Carrie Rodriguez, David Rodenkirk, Teresa Sanchez, Neelam Gupta, and Chris Thomas for nominating me for this prestigious award. I feel incredibly grateful to be working and volunteering with you as we embrace diversity, equity, and inclusion in our schools and community. Thank you to the entire Lake Grove Elementary staff and my Access program team for everything you do each and every day to create full inclusion opportunities for all students. Finally, thank you to Scott Schinderly, Jenny Knapp, Dr. De La Cruz, and the entire school board for the many opportunities you've given me through the years. It is an honor to work for and with you. I feel privileged to work and volunteer with such an amazing group of students, staff, families, and community members, and it is such an honor to be presented this year's SASEE Educator Award. Thank you, Lake Oswego Rotary Club.
Breck Foster is a social studies teacher at Lake Oswego High School. She's also a passionate advocate for sustainability. It's that passion that has led her to be an outstanding educator, student mentor, and community leader. For example, she coordinated interested staff and students in providing input to Dr. De La Cruz and the Lake Oswego School Board, which culminated in the approval of sustainability as one of the 4 goals in the school district strategic plan. Additionally, Breck is currently leading a school food waste curriculum pilot project through a grant she applied for outside of her school-related duties. In addition to the endeavor, Breck has reinvigorated the Lake Oswego High School Green Team and acts as its faculty advisor. The Green Team provides a place for students interested in sustainability to congregate, learn, organize, and advocate outside the traditional classroom. Through the Green Team, students are able to get involved in a variety of projects such as setting up composting stations in the cafeteria and other recycling events. Now, because of Breck's work, Lake Oswego High School has obtained Oregon Green School status. Breck inspires her students and her colleagues and community members to work together toward a more sustainable future. It was that kind of inspiration that caused the judges to decide to honor Breck Foster with a SASEE Educator Award.
Hello, and thank you to the Rotary Club and to the amazing sustainability advocates who nominated me, Courtney, Liz, Dorothy, and Larry, and to my fellow award winners who are mentors, former students of mine, and fellow community members, all doing important work. This award is a tribute to my colleagues, students, and family who share my beliefs that taking small actions locally can foster a more equitable and sustainable community and world. Oregon environmental writer Emma Maris envisioned our world in 2070 on what will be the 100th anniversary of Earth Day, where humans are living in symbiosis with the natural world and with each other, and argued that such a future is attainable if good citizens work collectively and proactively now to achieve it. I see that citizenry, action, and purpose in my students, researching, imagining, advocating for a school that would sustain such a future. They want solar carports, a circular economy modeled clothing swap, locally sourced foods in the cafeteria, any waste rescued and diverted to help people and planet, native plants and healthy habitats harboring wildlife and shading our classrooms, safe bike lanes and walking trails, curriculum that shows connections between past, present, and future so that they're equipped to problem solve the 21st century challenges. This award will go to them to help achieve their visions. Thank you.
Thank you, Breck. As you just learned, Breck Foster is the faculty advisor for the Green Team at LO High. This year, we received nominations for the Green Team for a SASEE Award. Unfortunately, we don't have a category for a large group of students like the Green Team. That said, we've decided to present an honorary SASEE Award to the Lake Oswego High School Green Team to honor all that they do in support of sustainability in our community. In addition to our Educator Award recipients, our congratulations and thanks to the finalists in the category. This year's Educator finalists are Terry Sheik, Patrick Tomlin, and Wendy Hinderhofer. This brings to a close the 2021 SASEE Awards. I'd like to thank my co-chair, Malcolm Mathis, for his dedication and commitment for the past 5 years, along with the members of our steering committee and our judges, all of whom have devoted countless hours to making these awards possible. We've listed all of their names on the credits that you're about to see, so you'll know who these hard-working volunteers are. Thank you for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you next year for the 2022 Rotary Club SASEE Awards.